The next item on the ticket tonight, Lukowiak comes up big. A massive shootout goal. We've got the clip of the winner. We'll play it and then we'll have a chat about Lukowiak. Just an impressive talent.
Molly Lukowiak winding in. Shot and scores! Molly Lukowiak has put the Inferno ahead.
GG once again with some great commentary there on the goal. Lukowiak's put up 6 points. I put up points in her last 6 games, including obviously the hat-trick against Adelaide. We spoke to Graham Hyde during the week on the lead up to the game, and they rate Molly Lukowiak so high as an 18-year-old, and national team honours, and also has captaincy material as well.
Yeah, he was pretty effusive with his praise, wasn't he? And she's the kind of player. He's told us this before. Like, there's a photo that we have. I think it's between her and Alison Carlisle. They're standing up to each other, and Carlisle has about a head of height on her. And I asked him about that photo, and he's like, Molly Lukowiak she will stand up to anyone, and she'll just laugh in their face. Like, she will protect her teammates. Anything that happens, she jumps in defense of her teammates. Like, and she produces like no one's business from both the blue line when she was playing D in that series against Adelaide, and then she had to switch to the wing when Scala retired from the game due to injury. So and scored the game winner in that game. So it's like, what more could you want from a player? Like, the ultimate versatile player.
Yeah, definitely second all of those praise of Molly Lukowiak, and such a great person as well. I was lucky to meet her in finals last season in Melbourne, and an absolute jet. Great human as well, really humble person, and great to see play. And I'm really happy that I commentated last season, and I've seen her journey, her games last season to this season. She's just really come leaps and bounds, and everybody knows that she's going to be a one for the future and a future leader and all these sorts of things. But it's really been obvious, and that's happened. And to be able to stand up and nail that winner shows a lot of mental fortitude. I reckon that's be the hardest thing to do, right? Is to score a penalty in such a game that was first versus second and a lot at stake. Just a true testament to her character. And like you said, always protecting her teammates. She is always there, protecting her goalie, always protecting the teammates. But her skills are brilliant, and she's versatile as well. As sometimes she's thrown back in defense, she'll play that the wing, always closest to the camera, the left wing. She does that job really well, and just brilliant to watch.
Shows really good leadership, and like being able to just jump up into a forward line midway through a game if someone is injured or can no longer take part in the game. So shows really good leadership. And Gordon, we'd spoken about it, how she can jump on a power. Like the fact that the Inferno have got the ability to run a power play, and you've got Molly Lukowiak as almost a quarterback, as the one defender on the power play, but she's not really a defender. She's definitely a forward who can get up and score goals and score them from anywhere. So it's a big weapon for the Inferno to have.
Yeah, and also I remember having a chat with head coach Graham Hyde around the Stephanie Boxall Championship when Perth hosted, and they had experimented. They juggled the lines a little bit, and they had Molly Lukowiak playing with Michelle Clark-Crumpton and with Elizabeth Scala, because last season she kind of didn't play often on the top lines. She kind of was so didn't see 20 minutes of ice a game. Whereas now playing as a blue liner, which is where Graham Hyde he's like, unless they have a clear need, which they did when Scala was injured a couple before the break, she'll play on the blue line. And I think having someone like that for 25-30 minutes a game, just what a gift. As you say, they can just plays good sound defensive hockey, but can also score and assist, has that scorer's mentality and IQ. And we've got a comment here from Danielle King. She's watching the show slightly on delay due to getting home from work late, but I just wanted to comment that the crowd on Saturday was just amazing. The seats were filled. People were sitting in the stairs as well, cheering loud, and standing room around the glass just filled with faces and banging on the glass. So amazing to experience. Huge shout out to Danielle King for that. Yes, that was amazing. I know it was Michelle Clark-Crumpton's 50th game, and Dan Crumpton was in attendance from Canada, had flown out to watch the game. If I talked to Graham Hyde about this. If that was the first game you attended as a fan, you're hooked for life.
Yeah, I agree. And I think there was a very, very healthy crowd there for the Sunday game as well, Todd. When I tuned in, I was doing bits and pieces on Sunday, but I tuned in for parts of the period, and that's what I could see as well. People standing around the glass, same sort of scenes.
Definitely, and it really comes through on the game day microphones as well, and you can really get around that. So it really helps the broadcast as well. You really feel the atmosphere, but great to see people showing up to these games. We know that the barriers to entry around the cost, if you can support these clubs by buying tickets, buying drinks, buying food, buying merchandise, raffle tickets, chuck-a-puck, all those things, if you can get in and support these clubs, we're just gonna keep going leaps and bounds of development. It's going to be great and just beautiful to see so much attendance.